November 25, 2011, Black Friday, Patagonia ran a full-page advertisement in the New York Times. The ad showed one of their fleece jackets. Above it, in large block letters, "Don't buy this jacket." The body copy explained in detail the environmental cost of producing that jacket. The water used, the carbon emitted, the waste generated. It asked consumers to think carefully before buying anything including Patagonia products. It directed readers to Patagonia's repair program and its used clothing marketplace. It told people to buy less. Patagonia's revenue increased by 30% in the year following that ad. Their customer base expanded. Their brand loyalty, already extremely high, became almost religious. The anti-ad was the most effective advertisement they had ever run. This is the paradox at the heart of Patagonia, and the story that makes it the most interesting brand study of the last 30 years. Yvon Chouinard was born in Maine in 1938, the son of a French-Canadian blacksmith. He was a rock climber from his early teens, part of a small community of California climbers who spent the late 1950s pushing the limits of what was possible on the granite walls of Yosemite. Chouinard needed better gear than was available. In 1957, aged 18, he taught himself blacksmithing and began making his own steel pitons, the metal spikes climbers drive into rock faces for protection. He sold them from the back of his car at climbing spots for $1.50 each. They were better than anything commercially available. Word spread. Orders came in. By 1970, Chouinard Equipment was the largest supplier of climbing hardware in the United States. Then Chouinard did something that most businessmen would never do. He voluntarily abandoned his most profitable product. He had realized that the hard steel pitons he was selling were damaging the rock faces. Climbers were hammering them into cracks, leaving permanent scars on the stone he loved. He switched to aluminum chalk's passive protection that could be removed without damage. He took out a single advertisement in the 1972 Chouinard Equipment catalog explaining why he was abandoning pitons. Within months, chalks outsold pitons across the industry. It was the first time Chouinard used his business to express a values position rather than maximize a revenue line. It would not be the last. Patagonia, the clothing company, grew from Chouinard Equipment by accident. In 1970, Chouinard began importing rugby shirts from England to wear climbing. They were tough, collarless, and came in colors beyond the beige and gray of standard outdoor clothing. Climbers and surfers started asking where he got them. He started stocking them alongside his hardware. By the late 1970s, the clothing side of the business had grown large enough to spin off as its own company. Chouinard named it after the region of southern Argentina, wild, remote, at the end of the earth. Patagonia. The name was the brand philosophy. Unspoiled wilderness as a value to be protected. Patagonia grew through the 1980s. But Chouinard never ran it like a standard apparel company. He had a childcare center at headquarters before most Fortune 500 companies. He paid employees to work on environmental campaigns on company time. He started donating 1% of revenue, not profits, revenue to environmental nonprofits in 1986. By 2022, this had totaled over $140 million given away. The 2011 Don't Buy This Jacket campaign was created as part of the company's Wornwear Initiative, a program that encouraged customers to repair, reuse, and recycle Patagonia products rather than buying new ones. The campaign was genuinely meant. Patagonia operates repair centers at its stores and its Reno, Nevada warehouse, the largest garment repair facility in North America. They stock spare parts for garments going back decades. If you buy a Patagonia jacket in 2026, you can theoretically get it repaired forever. But the campaign also demonstrates a counterintuitive truth about consumer psychology. Telling affluent, environmentally conscious consumers not to buy something makes that thing more desirable. The "Don't buy this jacket" ad communicated, "Our product is so good that we're confident enough not to sell it to you." The brand's values are so authentic that they are willing to cost themselves revenue to express them. You should trust us. The customers who responded to that message were exactly the customers Patagonia wanted. High income, values-driven, loyal buyers who would spend $400 on a jacket and keep it for a decade rather than $80 on a fast fashion equivalent. The anti-sales pitch was the most targeted sales pitch imaginable. And here is where we should hold both truths simultaneously. Patagonia genuinely believes in what it says. The environmental commitments are real. The repair program costs real money. The donations are real. And the brand positioning creates commercial value that benefits from those commitments. The two facts coexist. Whether authenticity that creates commercial advantage is still authentic, that is the most interesting question in this story. In September 2022, Yvon Chouinard announced that he was giving Patagonia away. Not selling it, not taking it public, not passing it to his children in the conventional sense. He transferred ownership of all voting shares control of the company to the Patagonia Purpose Trust, a specially designed holding entity that commits the company to its environmental mission in perpetuity. All remaining shares were transferred to Holdfast Collective, a non-profit environmental organization that will use Patagonia's annual profits to fund climate action. The company was estimated to be worth $3 billion. Chouinard and his family did not receive $3 billion. They paid approximately $17.5 million in taxes on the transfer and walked away. Chouinard's statement was direct. Earth is now our only shareholder. The reaction from the business community ranged from admiration to bewilderment. Some analysts questioned whether the structure would hold. Some tax experts noted the gift structure attracted regulatory scrutiny. Some argued that keeping a profitable company running and donating its profits is more impactful than simply giving the company to a charity that might eventually sell it. Chouinard's response to all of it was essentially, "We'll see." He was 83. He had built the company over 50 years. He did not want it dismembered by private equity or diluted by a public listing. He chose the mechanism that, in his judgment, best protected what he had built. Patagonia will generate approximately $1.5 billion in revenue this year. All net profit, roughly $100 million annually, will go to environmental causes. The company continues to grow. The brand continues to be one of the most trusted in consumer goods. The "Don't buy this jacket" philosophy produced a company worth buying. Over 15 episodes, we have looked at brands built through theft, through manufactured scarcity, through accidental genius, through family betrayal, through corporate fraud, through cultural engineering, and through the sheer stubbornness of making something genuinely good. Patagonia is different from all of them, not because it is morally perfect, but because it asked a question that almost no one in business ever seriously asks. What is all of this for? De Beers built a mythology. Nike built a symbol. McDonald's built a real estate empire. WeWork built a story about itself until the story collapsed. Hermes built the most sophisticated scarcity machine in history. Patagonia built a company, and then at the moment of maximum value asked that question, gave away the answer, and kept working. Earth is now our only shareholder.